Hello and welcome to the Ladies European Tour and to the beautiful mountains and lakes of Switzerland for the VP Bank Swiss Ladies Open. For the fifth year in a row, we teared up at the Par 71 Golfpark Holzhäusern. 18 holes in the foothills of the Alps with plenty of line tee shots and doglegs. It's a stern, albeit scenic test. Chiara Tamburlini enters the week knowing a top four finish would take her to the top of the order of merit. However, she arrives here off the back of 3 missed cuts in a row. It's going to be a case of now or never for Caroline Hedwall. The Swede starred in the last Solheim Cup, but a place in this September's event looks unlikely unless she can start picking up wins. Lifting this rather unusual trophy in Switzerland would be a good start. Perfect conditions as the 3-day tournament got underway. Temperatures in the high 20s with little to no breeze. It was a contrasting opening round for Nuria Iturrios. When she knocked in a 2-shot eagle at the 7th, the Spaniard was flying. Returning just 31. Then the course bit back, she dropped 7 shots in the next 5 holes and in the end closed 2 over and looking over her shoulder to make the cut. A better day for Chiara Tamburlini. With her boyfriend Viti on the bag, she looked a player reborn. The home favourite with 4 birdies and a couple of bogeys to open with a round of 2 under. With the irons working nicely, the smile was back on the face of the Joburg Open champion. She would hope her challenge wouldn't flag. The putt of the day came from Elena Nummenpar. This, a real monster, with a par 3/8 from the Finn.
Come on.
1 of 5 birdies for the 40-year-old in a round of 3 under. With just 2 cuts made all year, she was on course for a good finish. Some 12 players at 3 under. Christine Wolf, another one of those, the Austrian who led after the opening round in this event a couple of years ago, almost adding a bonus birdie at the last. The flag denying her. Nevertheless, she was 2 back. Rosie Davies, another who enjoys Golfpark Holzhäusern. The Englishwoman was 3rd here in 2022 when rolling home the putts once again.
Absolutely brilliant. Well done, Rosie Davies.
No surprise perhaps, Davies in hot form after coming 2nd last week in Czechia. Maria Hernandez also in form. The Spaniard, 2nd in Italy a fortnight ago, has played in every single event this season. She said in the lead-up to this tournament she felt her win was close, but 4 under, she was just 1 back. 4 tied for the lead, one of those and Charlotte Mora. The French woman loves playing here, 10th and 3rd place finish to her name. She fought back impressively after an opening double bogey to close at 5 under par. Kirsten Rudgley bagged a new caddy for this week, Harry Ewan, who helped Amy Taylor to victory in Italy, and the new partnership was working well in an opening day 66. The same score as Caroline Hedwall. The 7-time LET champion finished 3rd in the Czech Republic last week and puts her form down to changing back to her old irons, and seemed to be doing the trick again. Hedwall, another at 5 under. Vanni Kapoor, the 4th player at the top on a day where the majority of the field failed to go under par. Not an issue though for Hedwall, who's starting to enjoy her golf again.
You have to be informed to play a Solheim, and I haven't been feeling good enough to even think about a Solheim, but now I'm finding my game again and that's what I focus on, so I'm just trying to enjoy playing golf.
Day 2 and conditions changed. The morning was still and humid before the wind whipped up with a storm for the afternoon starters. Kim Metraux, one of those in the tougher conditions, and her hopes faded after a 1 over 72. One moment to remember, however.
Lovely putt to hole. Brilliant. Big cheer from the locals out supporting her.
Similar story for Caroline Hedwall. She struggled with both the wind and on the greens, apart from on hole number 9. She nailed this one to go 1 under for the day, with 2 bogeys would follow. Hedwall now 4 under overall. The same score as fellow Swede Moa Folker. Some encouraging results of late, 8th at the Java and 13th in Helsingborg. She's taken that form to the Swiss mountains. A birdie there at the 3rd to end the day, alongside Hedwall at 4 under. Alice Hewson, another out late in the day. She saved her best till last. Seemingly out of contention, she birdied 14, 16, 17, and then after this approach, the 18th to boot. A round of 2 under, leaving her 5 under. Also on that score was Amy Taylor. The Englishwoman kept alive her hopes of making it 2 wins in 2 starts with a brilliant second day 66. A great birdie at the last, ensuring she was well in the mix. The home favourite also finished with momentum. 3 birdies on the way home for Chiara Tamburlini and an important par save at the last, to the delight of the crowd. It's 3 back and looking good. As was Tvesa Malik. The Indian is still chasing her first victory on tour, but this birdie at 16 puts her to within 2 of the lead. Malik 6 under overall. Cristina Napolialva has been in poor form of late, just 2 cuts made from her last 6 starts, but back with a bang. 5 under for the day put the 2023 Amundi German Masters champion at 7 under, and in a tie for second with Sarah Schelke. Another who struggled this season after impressing last year. She said she's attempting to put the fun back in her game. A 66. No wonder she was smiling. As was Fatima Fernandez-Cano. The Spaniard put together a bogey-free round of 5 under to hit the front. The 28-year-old almost holding out here at the 17th for an eagle. In the end, a birdie. She was up to 8 under par. As ever though, in a 3-day event, it was a clustered-looking leaderboard. Cano out ahead, and pleased she made the trip to the Alps.
It was either skip Switzerland or Prague. Thinking behind that is that I feel like I would absolutely love Switzerland because I love the mountains and the lake, and I've never been here before, so I just took advantage of that. And it might sound like a stupid reason, but it worked out clearly.
I guess the experience with the final groups definitely helps, and it would be nice to have that experience again, and we'll see how it's going to go tomorrow. I'm happy to make some cut after a while, so priorities change.
Napolialva amongst those looking to overtake Fernandez-Cano at the top, with the Spaniard looking to break through on the Eddie T. All the final round action is coming up. Hello and welcome back to Switzerland and the shores of Lake Zug for the final round of the VP Bank Swiss Ladies Open at the par 71 Golfpark Holzhäusern, where Fatima Fernandez-Cano holds a narrow lead. Spaniard bogey-free in round 2 as she looks to clinch her first LET title. A reminder of how things look: Sarah Schelke and Cristina Napolialva just 1 shot back, while Tvesa Malik one of 4 players at 6 under. Impossible to call who would get their hands on the trophy. Forecast pretty grim, so play was brought forward an hour, and it was a stormy start for Fatima Fernandez-Cano. After a birdie the first, she had trouble off the tee at 5 and 6, a bogey and a damaging double bogey on par. A couple of bogeys and a couple of birdies for Napolialva early on. This much needed at 8 to put her 1 under for the day to 8 under and into the lead. So this is how it stands, everyone on this page of the leaderboard, and probably the next 2 in with a chance, more than 20 players within 3 of the lead. I'm Richard Kaufman alongside former Solheim Cup captain Mickey Walker. And Mickey, this could be some Sunday shootout.
It certainly can, and we've seen already what can happen on this back nine. A couple of par 5s close to the finish. Some tricky holes before that, like this 10th hole. Beautifully read, absolutely right pace.
Yeah, vital for Chiara Tamburlini, out in 36. That takes her back to level par for the day. She's at 5 under. Now, Mireia Pratt, what a great start she made. 6 birdies the first 11 holes. Made a double at 12, par since.
Another opportunity for her. She's going along very nicely.
This is Moa Folker, bogey free today. She's within 1 of the lead.
Yeah, Yes, this 14th hole, it's a very tricky hole, but she's negotiated the tee shot in perfect position.
Yeah, this is the hole that Liz Young birdied every day when she went on and claimed the trophy, or I should say the wooden cow.
Well, Falk has given herself another birdie opportunity here.
Right leader. Roller coaster ride already.
It's just good to see her back at full fitness and playing, isn't it? Because she's such a talent. Another excellent shot by Fernandez Cano.
Yeah, not many multiple winners up there. She's won twice on the Epsom Tour in America, and her fellow Spaniard Mireia Prat won 3 times last year on the local Spanish tour.
Beautifully done. Players have had trouble getting the pace of these greens this week, but that was perfection.
So she moves to within one of the leads, 7 under par for Pratt. Napoli Alva just birdied 7 and 8, so that was for 3 in a row, not to beat. The one to catch now though, Mickey, but you get the feeling the lead might swap a few times here.
Well, I think the back nine's a fantastic 9 holes of golf. Afford to miss too many of those if you want to lift the trophy at the end of this week.
36 then for the Spanish rookie. And as Mickey hinted at, spent nearly all of last year out injured with an arm issue. Work to be done.
Now we saw that good second shot by Volker. Can she convert? Well, some of these greens are so subtle. We've seen so many near misses. That was a shame because her first 2 shots on that hole were excellent.
Amy Bolden, Ataya Titikan. A couple of years ago, Liz Young last year, Lexi Fursterling victorious over this golf course. Been a quiet day for Tvesa Malik. 1 birdie, 1 bogey so far, but she is within 2.
Very well done, and she needs that to keep herself on the fringes of contention. Really important, some of those putts for par.
Now what a story this is. Lauren Walsh was 4 over par through 6 holes on day 1, struggling it looked like to make the cut. Here she is at 16, chipping up and giving herself another birdie opportunity. That would be to go 5 under for the day if she can make it, and into a share of the lead.
Incredible.
They've moved the tee up here at 15, Mickey.
Yes, only 132 yards. Nobody's had a hole-in-one yet this week, but that came very close. Lovely limited edition Porsche watch for the first person who has a hole-in-one there.
Just the 1 birdie today for Alice Hewson. That came at the par 5 third. You like her swing, don't you?
I really do, and I think the way she finished her round yesterday evening in really tough conditions was exceptional, as was that shot there.
Good birdie look coming up for Hewson at 12, as it is at 16 for Walsh. This is where she made her LET debut last year, so great memories, played well.
Yeah, you feel you have to birdie those par 5s, don't you? Otherwise you're going to be losing shots to the field, but she played that really well.
Yeah, into a share of the lead she goes. So 2 at the top, make that 3. Volker at 8 under now. Great 2.
Never any doubt. So she's going along. Not too many fireworks, but that was a good start.
Well, she is within 1. It's so congested up there. Another one who could join the leaders.
So frustrating when you leave it short and online. Opportunity missed by Pratt.
Yeah, this 17th. They pushed the tee up here today as well, so very much in reach. You feel like you've missed out with only a par. The 34-year-old Spaniard stays within one. Missed the chance at 9, not at 10, so back to where she started today, 8 under par and at the top of the leaderboard, albeit with company.
She's an exciting player to watch, and I have to say, Alice Hewson's finish last night in those really brutal conditions when the wind was gusting and blowing was just incredible. 4 under for her last 5 holes yesterday evening, and that's another great iron shot straight at the pin.
Gold bar for a hole-in-one at this downhill par 3 11th hole.
Tough pin position today, I think 26 yards back. Difficult to make yourself hit enough club to get it back there. That was on line, but maybe half a club short.
17th hole. Very much in reach for Lauren Walsh. What she could give for another couple of birdies. Or maybe an eagle.
Well, we've seen quite a few here this week. That was terrific. An opportunity missed, and she knows it.
Agonising for Hewson. Not many birdies, but do you think, given the way that the finish you mentioned yesterday, that'll give her hope?
Well, she likes those holes, doesn't she? Her favourite holes.
Co-leaders then, Polly Alva. Outside chance, you'd say, of making a 2.
As I say, all week the players seem to have struggled a bit getting the pace on the greens right. That one raced a long way past.
So just a par at 17 for Pratt. The flirt with that tree at 18. Oh, she's played it beautifully.
Good putt, but it's just going to be a par for Cano.
You would say she's got holes in her side. You've seen a lot of the players up here at 16, 17 make some good progress. This for an eagle, this to jump into the lead on her own.
Oh, that's frustrating.
She still will move into the outright lead, but at 9 instead of 10 under. So close to the 3.
Very talented amateur golfer before she turned professional, much expected of her.
That is a costly 3-putt for Napoli Alva. So just as Walsh moves to 9 under, she slips back to 7 under.
I always think of her as a good putter after her win in the M1D German Masters last year, where she putted so well.
Terrific week it's been for Maria Pratt. That's for a 65, best of the week.
It's hard to believe how many putts we've seen in the jaws, left just inches short.
It will be just a third top 10 on the Ladies European Tour though. 7 under par. Out of the 9th last group, not many would have been predicting Lauren Walsh to be leading the VP Bank Swiss Ladies Open. Right now, though, it's a one-shot lead for the Irish woman. Welcome back to Golfpark Holzhäusern and a bunch leaderboard at the VP Bank Swiss Ladies Open. Still a fair few potential champions, but home hopes are dwindling a little. Chiara Tamburlini now at the 30, off the back of a bogey at 12.
Wow, it's close to being something really special. Wonderful shot by Tamburlini.
Yeah, I feel like she needs a Walsh-like run. Oh, she has got the radar on, Alice Hewson.
Another stunning iron shot by her.
Now, I would ask you to name the golfer, that would be unfair. Moa Folker in the bushes, unfortunately, though, damaging to her chances.
No, I don't have a phone, so I'll put that on.
Just getting a ruling about the correct place to drop from
Neil, could you help me?
tour official Dawn Rimmer.
Well, they sort that out. We'll go to Laura Walsh. What she would give for another birdie. Tournament leader.
It's a friendly pin position, this on 18. Wonderful, wonderful shot by Walsh. And what a finish this is from the Irish woman.
Well, if she can make that, get in at 10 under, that's a pretty good target. Fourth shot now for Folker.
Well, it's impossible to get any control out of that rough. She had to give it enough to get to the green, and then it was downhill. So struggling. Looking like dropping at least a shot there.
Another opportunity for Hewson. Another one that goes a-begging. Right in the draw. Start of the week, 16th on the rankings. More than 4 years since she won on her Ladies European Tour debut in South Africa.
Fernandez Canyo. She needs to get something to happen. Back where she started today at 8 under.
Yeah, this 12th hole's played one of the hardest on the course this week. Not easy from that left side, but it's okay.
This to save par. It was a good effort, but that's going to be a drop shot by Folker.
Costly. Won on the Sunshine Ladies Tour earlier this year. Not yet won on the LET though. Big putt for Amy Walsh. This for the low round of the week for a 64.
What a finish. What a round of golf. That really is excellent by the Irish woman. Is it going to be enough? It's leading at the moment.
5 birdies in the last 6 holes. Really good. Clubhouse target then 10 under. That on the bag as well, James. I'm sure very proud of what his daughter's done. They'll have to sit and wait. They've got a long wait as well.
Napoliova, she's been struggling a bit. She raced it past at the previous hole and left that one short. Quite clearly struggling to get the distances on the greens.
Yeah, it wasn't long ago she was leading 3 back now. As is Folker, 3 behind and only 2 to play. Walsh's target now 10 under. It's given everyone a good idea of what's required.
Yes, and we know there's a lot of birdie opportunities near the end of this round, so good chance she's going to be caught.
We saw her miss the green on the right, chip to there, didn't make the putt, so that's a couple of bogeys on the card, a double bogey as well. Too many mistakes maybe for Fernandez Cano.
Just a par. And she needs to do something to get herself back in the right direction.
Playing up more than 50 yards, only 457 yards this 17th today.
I like what the Tour have done. They've made the closing holes very playable, scoreable for the players, so expect some good scores coming in.
Well, she's due one. She's got one.
And that was probably the hardest putt that she's had, and she made it. Had quite a swing on that putt from left to right.
Well, this would change things for Moa Folker after the drop shot at the last. This for eagle.
Pretty good effort, but it's just going to be a birdie. I say just. We have seen eagles on this hole throughout the week, especially today with the hole being shortened.
So she'll move to 8 under par, which means she needs to make an eagle, but down the last, the par 4 18th. A couple of runner-up finishes last season for the Swede. Napolealva down the right hand side, more trouble there. She's got Talia Martin, the LET player, on the bag. We'll move to 15.
The Indian player, Tvesa Malik, going along nicely. Just a short iron this hole. Wow. She came close to winning that watch. No hole-in-ones yet this week.
But I think we'll give her a 2 there. Back at 13, Fernandez Cano. Every time she drops a shot, she seems to respond very positively. Well, she needs to hold this to match Lauren Walsh.
Right over the pin. It's a good tournament though. She's done well this week, but she's not going to be the winner.
It's all going wrong on the back nine. Did find Napolealva's ball, but this is now her 4th shot at this par 4.
Well, she's compounding her problems, isn't she? She's following a poor shot with another poor shot, and she's struggling to just come off this hole with a double bogey.
Some players moving backwards, others moving forward, like Alice Hewson now at the par 5 16th. Very severely uphill.
Another excellent iron shot. She really has been good with her irons this week.
That was her 3rd shot. Into the par 5. And she'll get there eventually.
Yes, it's all gone wrong for Napolealva on the back nine. Schalke eyeing up her putt. And she's had a good week, maybe not the round she wanted today. That's going to help. It's good to see her back showing some form after the great season she had last year.
You've got her brother's girlfriend on the back there, taking her back to level par for the day. We've had some gorgeous views, but the Rigi Mountain been clouded over somewhat the last couple of days.
Cano? Well, it's almost like birdie bogey, as you say. She comes back when she makes a mistake. Good effort by Folker, but it's just going to be a par. It's a good week for her.
It should be her best finish of the season. The 6 at 16 proving costly. That's a 67 in the clubhouse at 8 under par for Moa Folker. Another hole, another Hewson birdie opportunity.
Wow. Uncharacteristically, she's had several birdie chances in the last 4 holes, and there's 3 of them. That one she gave a chance, but it's just going to be a par. She's running out of holes here on the back nine to affect the lead.
Yeah, she stays 2 back. Not many leaderboards out on the golf course. There's one at 16 and 18. That's about it. So the players probably don't really know exactly where they stand. Maria Hernandez birdied 13 and 14, didn't make one at 16.
An incredible feat. She's played in every one of the 15 events that the LET have had this year. I mean, that is incredible.
Should get a trophy for that.
She should. She's been zigzagging across the globe and starting to perform her best. As we look at the Indian player, Tvesa Malik.
Did make the 2 at 15, so she's 7 under now.
Another great iron shot. And she's putting in a very strong finish.
It's a decent lie for Alice Hewson here.
Pin cut on the right, there's a bunker just to the right of it. It's a tight shot if she goes directly at the pin. You see there, that bunker pin just to the left of it. She's watching it anxiously as if it is going right. It is indeed absolutely spot on for distance, but it's not going to be that easy from there.
Take a step closer here. Get within 2. Beautifully down to the Indian. Oh, what a difference this week could make. Lost full playing privileges in 2022. Hewson could do with a bit of magic.
You said it. That was a lot of magic. Incredible. Suddenly she makes up 2 shots.
Well, Rory can't believe it. She's just gone and slam dunked it. I think that was travelling a fair few feet past if it hadn't gone in.
Definitely. As it hit the pin, it does it straight down into the hole. Incredible.
And into a share of the lead just like that for Alice Hewson. Well, the twists keep on coming at the VP Bank Swiss Ladies Open. Walsh in the clubhouse at 10 under. Hewson holding out to join her at the top. Closing stages coming up. Hello, welcome back to the final round of the VP Bank Swiss Ladies Open. Well, Sarah Schelke's hopes were ending. This, a mistake at 14, would lead to a double bogey. Playing partner Fatima Fernandez-Cano also made a mistake. Another bogey on the card for her. She was back to 7 under. While Maria Hernandez rounded off another impressive week. This would lead to a birdie at the last for a 68 and a 3rd top 10 in a row. So many contenders during this final round, but it now seems to be down to 4 possible winners. Walsh and Hewson tied at the top, with Malik and Fernandez-Cano chasing. Well, can she bounce back again, Mickey?
Yes, it's been an interesting final round, and she's shown a lot of fortitude. That was right over the pin. She's got a chance for birdie here.
You don't want to rule anything out at the moment, given what we've seen so far today. Malik at 17.
She likes it. So close to being good. She's in that bunker that Alice Hewson was in a short time ago.
Talking of Alice Hewson, perfect drive down 18.
Pin today, an ideal position to attack. Oh, that is a stunning shot by Alice. She loves this hole. She's birdied it every round so far this week, and it looks like she's got another great opportunity, but more than that, to take the lead outright.
Well, looks like she might be going to 11 under. Not a guarantee. This has to go, and does for Fernandez Cano. Fantastic. She bounces back again. I think resilience is her middle name.
She's been impressive today, the way she's come back.
Malik then, from the bunker at 17.
You would not believe it. Lightning does strike twice in the same hole. That was a bit more conventional than the one that Alice Hewson holed, but that's an eagle, and she moves to 10 under par.
What a move. Birdie, birdie, eagle. What is going on at 17? As you say, rather more conventional than the slam dunk from Hewson. Another twist. So, Hewson alongside Malik and Walsh at 10 under, but that could change here. This for the clubhouse lead, and maybe this could be a putt to win the title.
Beautifully done. An exceptional finish again to the closing hole for Alice Hewson. Is that going to be enough to win?
Well, it's a 65, and it means Lauren Walsh's chances are over. 11 under par. Performance from Alice Hewson. So 3 back again, Fernandez Cano. And that's a little bit heavy-handed.
Yeah, so you would say that was a clumsy shot, really. She had lots of green to work with, but up ahead. Malik, her second to the 18th. Can she join Alice Hewson at 11 under?
Well, she matched her eagle at 17. She's going to have to match her birdie at 18.
She likes it. Well, she should, and she's left herself a nice uphill putt to this pin. She's got a chance to match that score of 11 under.
Got to go this one, you feel, for Fernandez Cano, given what's been going on. Yeah, that was vital. Walked it in. That's confidently done. She's not out of it yet. This has to go in to match Alice Hewson.
Oh, that looked like it could hang on the edge, but what a finish by Malik. Brilliant.
5 under par for her last 4 holes. That's extraordinary golf. Tvesa Malik joins Alice Hewson at 11 under par. You would think the playoffs coming up. Could be 2, could be 3. Meanwhile, Tamburlini, who's playing with Tvesa Malik, has this for a birdie finish. This would produce a big cheer. Well, she gave Switzerland some hope of a home winner, but not her best today. That's going to be a 70.
There's much to cheer about, and a player who's won already this year and is a standout talent. Just not quite her day today.
Could yet be Tvesa Malik's though. Rosie Davis, who is playing with them, eagled the last hole, but has this to finish with a bogey. That's fairly expensive.
And it's a horrible way to end your round. Lots of good golf from Rosie Davis. She finished 3rd last week. I was hoping for more of the same, but that's a horrid finish.
Well, can it happen again? Kind of expecting everyone from around the green at 17 to hold out.
Never quite online, was it? So she's got that for a birdie.
Which will take her within 1. Meanwhile, Tvesa Malik and Alice Hewson continue to limber up on the range.
Everybody's got some sort of practice aid, it seems, these days.
Well, she held well at 16. Going to have to do the same here at 17.
Nicely done.
So it's on. Birdie made, 10 under par. And she heads off to the 18th.
There's a look at it. Bunkers left. There's those big oak trees on the right. If you hit it too far right of centre, you've got to negotiate that tree. In today, 14 on, 5 from the left.
The wind's really picked up, so playing this from a lot further in to where Hewson and Walsh were.
That's awkward.
Well, she's going to have to chip that in.
It's possible. We've seen things today that we haven't felt was possible. Now we know anything could happen.
So we've come over to the players on the range to wish them both good luck. Great to see the camaraderie on tour. So, will it be 2 in the playoff or 3?
She's elected to chip it so she can land this actually on the green, get over the 2 different cuts of grass. Had a chance. That was a great effort by Peno, but it's going to be a bit light. She missed the playoff by a shot.
Yeah, great effort from Fatima Fernandez-Cano. As many as 30 players look like they might have a chance. It's down to 2 for the VP Bank Swiss Ladies Open, with Tvesa, Malik and Alice Hewson heading back to the 18th for a playoff. And a mistake off the tee from Malik, hitting the tree short left while Hewson split the fairway. It was advantage to the Englishwoman as we pick it up on their second shots.
Malik's ball coming back on the fairway, which was a lucky break, but she's a long way back. She needs a 3-wood to get to this green. Well, it was difficult. Maybe she was trying to force the issue. That's a horrible shot she's got left coming out of that thick rough with no green to work with.
Especially when you consider this is Alice Hewson's favourite hole. Birdie on round 1, birdie round 2, a birdie in regulation in round 3, and right in the middle of the fairway again.
Coming from prime position here, she couldn't have placed it any better. Well, it's another great shot by Hewson on this 18th. Maybe made a bit easier by where Malik was, but she hasn't put a foot wrong on these closing holes. She really has played them quite brilliantly.
Well, Malik now knows, I mean, Hewson's not going to make any worse than 4, so has to get up and down to have any hope.
Yes, I'm not quite sure that she played that in the best possible way. I don't mean because of the result, but it was a very short swing. I think she needed a bigger swing than that to get it up and over the bunker.
She hasn't lost her turn here, Tvesa Malik. Taking the putter out.
Interesting choice. Very difficult to judge the pace when you're coming through 2 different cuts of grass to get on the green. Well, she did a pretty good job of that, but it's going to be too little, I fear.
Well, it means Alice Hewson has 2 putts to take the title at this VP Bank Swiss Ladies Open.
She knows this green, she knows this putt. Comes a little bit from left to right.
When you can do it in one. Alice in Wonderland in Switzerland. What a performance from the Englishwoman.
Stunning golf over these closing holes and a richly deserved title. She really enjoyed that. Champagne, and she'll enjoy that too. Getting rather wet, but she doesn't care. She's won in Switzerland.
What a superb Sunday. They concluded with Alice Hewson as the champion. Malik's consolation, all but securing her tour car for next season and a place in next week's event just outside of London. Thea Babnik's resurgence continues, a third top 10 in a row for the Slovenian. Tamburlini, the top Swiss, but the focus, quite rightly, was on Alice Hewson. A second trophy in the hands of the Englishwoman some 4 years after her first. She admitted at times she wondered if she'd ever have that winning feeling again.
It feels a bit surreal. It's been a while since I've been in this situation. Coming from my first ever event on tour to now, it's been a journey. There's been a lot of ups and downs, and I mean, there's so many people to thank to get me to this point now, but just a bit lost for words.
Well, Hewson moves up to 5th on the Order of Merit standings, while Chiara Tamburlini climbs up 1 place into 3rd. A 10th place finish sees the Swiss stretch her lead at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings, but a big move for Lauren Walsh. She's now up to 4th. Nearly caught her very much top of these rankings, one of 3 Americans in the top 10 of the Rolex World Rankings. Europe represented by Charlie Hall in 8th and Celine Boutier in 6th. Both of them no doubt taking an important role in Europe's Solheim Cup team. Suzanne Pedersen's side looking to retain the cup on US soil in September. The Ladies European Tour enjoyed another classic encounter in the Swiss Alps. Next we head to the latest stop on the Aramco Team Series, and you can keep in touch with all the action at ladieseuropeantour.com. Until then, bye-bye for now.